Welcome back to YDG. How does that sound, YDG? Just YDG by itself. And the reason why I'm saying that, guys, is I had to take a little time off because of sometimes you got to step away to separate yourself from the insanity issues that's going on with the Cowboys. And sometimes you got to do that. Anyway, I'm sure you guys seen a lot of the great moves that we've done this offseason with us. Let's see, making all those great moves. We spent over $300 million free agency. We got a bunch of linebackers, defensive tackles, a couple of strong wide receivers. I mean, Cowboys was the number one team moving around in free agency. So you have to be happy with that. But unfortunately, guys, this is April, which means it's April Fools. Still, we're the worst team in free agency. The worst. Only spending $11 million. We got one linebacker. So sometimes you just got to step away. And you know what they say about insanity. Insanity is always, what is that? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Yeah, that's what I think us Cowboy fans have been doing for the last 28, 29 years, especially dealing with Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones. So sometimes you just got to step back. That's what I did. And of course, I'm going to start talking about other sports. The Lakers just pissed me off. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the Lakers. Lost a 20-point lead, but this is not what I'm here today to talk about the Lakers. Talking about our Cowboys. And the reason why I think we don't do anything or make any moves, I think they're trying to sabotage the season for Dak. Dak's agent still not cooperating. So they're just going to throw in a towel. They're not going to make any moves like they haven't been doing. They're not going to, if they sign Dak, or even if they, you know what, this draft is going to tell the tape, because either we're going to sign Dak or we're going to trade Dak. I'm thinking, and a couple of other YouTubers are thinking the same thing. Reasons why is because if you trade Dak, or if Dak decides to trade, which is no trade clause, he has to want to trade, you can gain some money. Or if you sign him, I tell you what, if you sign him, you can get some money back and be able to go out and get some players. But if you trade him, you can gain some draft picks. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on with our Cowboys during the draft. To me, I think they're going to sign him. I think it's all a hoax. I think they're going to end up signing him to a new deal. I think they're just using this as a publicity stunt, as they've normally been doing, or as they always been doing. And it's just the way it is. And the reason why it's been like that is because when you have an owner that's general manager, he can do whatever he want to do. Think about what I'm saying, Cowboy Nation. When you have an owner, general manager, he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. There's no pressure up under him. And it's been like that. It's been like that forever. So that's where we're at. There's no pressure for him to make moves. And he's been stubborn, just like I said. a ton of videos ago, if Dak's agent doesn't come in with a decent enough number, this is the situation we're going to be in. He's just going to forfeit the season. He's not going to help our quarterback out. Think about it, our quarterback was runner-up MVP last year, but you don't go out the next following year and try to put more weapons to get him over the hump. And the reason why he's not doing that is because Dak's agent is not cooperating. Dak's agent is trying to come in and get Dak the highest paid, which, no, he hasn't. I mean, it's all about supply and demand. Right now, every quarterback is getting paid a certain amount, especially a franchise quarterback. So it's not Dak's fault. It's just the way it is. So he needs to get paid so we can free up some money and get more players. But it's getting, I think it's getting too late because we're 11 players down, starters, or I wouldn't say all starters, but most of those players that went free agent had a lot of considerable playing time. So now that they're gone, we have 11 holes to fill. And what makes you think that all rookies that we draft, well, we don't have but 7 draft picks? I know you're going to try to use undrafted free agents, but you think with undrafted free agents, 7 rookies, that they're all going to be starters? Nobody's that perfect. Nobody. So that's why I'm at Cowboy Nation. I'm sure you guys are feeling the same misery that I'm feeling. But you know what? Can't let this team get us down. Like, I'm just not going to do it. It's just the way it is. I think, eventually, if we continue to let our voices be heard, eventually they might do some changes. But like I said, when you have the general manager who's the owner, he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, no consequences. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to sign Dak. Are we going to continue being fans? Absolutely. I don't think we're just going to continue to be fans. I mean, all I can say is just keep complaining. Hopefully things will change. But right now, we were the worst team in free agency, only spending $11 million. And you can say, well, we don't have enough cap. That's not true. You can sign CeeDee Lamb right now, free up a lot of cap space. You can sign Micah. You can sign all those guys. There's no such thing as cap hell. No such thing. Look at what Philadelphia is doing. Look at what Washington's doing. Look at what Kansas City continues to do. All these other teams are making moves, but we're not. So it is what it is. But hey, I'm back. I just stepped away for a little bit, working and doing other things. Hope everybody's well. Hope you had a good Easter. We got to continue to fight, let our voices be heard, so our owners can change the way of doing business. But right now, I don't know about this season. I won't say I don't know about it. I'm just not as excited. But, hey, they can continue being in the media, and we're going to continue doing our YouTubes and doing our things. But like I said before, I got some things that's working, and hopefully talk about a lot of other things. So it's just going to be, I'm not going to say YDG Cowboys is not going to change. Of course, that's, I'm not going to say that, but I might just branch off a little bit, just use YDG. and start talking about a lot of other topics. Well, I hope everybody's well. Take care. See you soon. YDG, stand up. Cowboy Nation, stand up.